Freestyle medals have been decided and the champion crowned on the final day of the European Dressage Championships here in Riesenbeck. Jessica von Bredow-Werndl and TSF Dalera BB defended their freestyle crown with their best ever score of 92.82%, while two Brits ascended the podium on the final day. Jessica and Dalera's score sheet was flooded with tens, while their French-themed music raised goosebumps. And although they did have a blip in the one-time tempies, they performed them flawlessly on their joker line to pull the mark for that movement back up. Jessica said that the best word to describe her week is grateful, and you can find an interview with her after her test, along with highlights of that dazzling performance on the Horse and Hound YouTube channel. This will be a championships to remember. Such was the standard that all three medalists scored a personal best, and everyone surpassed the previous European Championship record set by Vallegro in 2013, although his all-time freestyle world record remains intact. That already high bar is being constantly pushed ever higher. And it was very close. World champions Lottie Fry and Glamourdale scored 92.38% to sit just 0.44% behind gold, taking home freestyle silver, with Charlotte Dujardin and Imhotep collecting bronze on 91.4%. Itself higher than Charlotte's own Europeans record and higher than gold-winning scores at both the 2019 and 2021 Europeans. Lottie, what a score. You and Glammy looked on fire in there today. How did it feel?
He felt amazing today. He was just loving it so much, and I finally felt like we were back on track today. Everything was coming together, and yeah, it just went so well, and I couldn't be more proud of him.
And how special is that freestyle for you to ride to?
It's really special because the first time I ever rode it was Herning, and now we're still only on about a fourth or fifth ever ride of it. So still, like when the music starts, I think everyone feels it, and it's just like incredible music to ride to.
And what were your emotions when you finished the test?
I was so excited and happy that it all came together, and I think in that moment it's like whatever the score, as long as like you're happy with your performance, and he did everything he could in there for me, so yeah, it was really nice feeling.
Charlotte, an incredible freestyle and a score of plus 91%. Can you put into words quite the emotions you're feeling?
Oh my god, I'm so happy, honestly. I mean, I think my personal best in a freestyle might be 87, is it, Winnie? I think so. I mean, literally 88. So, I mean, that's my highest I've had. I've borrowed Vallegro's music in the past, so I mean that's what I've ridden to. I was like, after Arkad, I was like, I've got to get his own music, and I did that. So that's what I've been working on literally to this week. I've been working with Tom, you know, finalising it, trying to perfect it to, you know, exactly how I want it. And you know, Tom Hunt's done an absolutely incredible job with the music. You know, I give him all credit with it. You know, it's been such fun doing it with him, and yeah, to have this freestyle and ride it today, oh, it was so much fun.
And the music's from Madagascar, am I right?
Yep, so my theme was Madagascar with Pete, because he does remind me of Alex the Lion. You know, when his mane's not plaited, he has this massive like mane that is like a lion, you know, and he's just so much fun and joyful, and I just watched that movie and I just thought he just reminds me so much of Alex the Lion.
And for you going home with a gold medal and 2 bronzes, could you have imagined that when you came into this week?
No, not really, because I mean, like I said in the press conference, you know, after my special, there are so many experienced horses here, you know, horses that have been doing it for years, you know, horses that, you know, I know there's horses, you know, Glamourdale's young as well, but I mean, he's done a lot of young horse classes and all of those. And I didn't really get to do that with Pete. I kind of just like last year at 9, he just went to the World Games, very green, very inexperienced. Here he is here this year at the Europeans. I can't believe how well we've done this year. I mean, I've only just had a baby 6 months ago as well. So, I mean, it's all just happened so fast, and yeah, unbelievable.
And an incredibly exciting time for British dressage, as you mentioned yesterday too.
Absolutely. I mean, mean, British Dressage going forward for next year, I mean, you can't ask for more. I mean, we've done fantastic. The Paras have done fantastic. I mean, we've had such an incredible week. So, yeah, I'm just looking forward to next year.
Carl Hester too enjoyed a fabulous end to a stunning week, with new ride fame finishing 7th on 85.46% in the pair's first ever freestyle together.
It's got a really good strong beat, and both horses have a very strong beat. I mean, I haven't had, I have really, for the music, I've just been thinking all year like about the Grand Prix and the special. This is what's kept him calm. This is what, I mean, I can't believe he was that good today, because I've never done that with him. I mean, it's just great that he comes out of that. But the freestyles are both technically difficult. I have a good degree of difficulty. I knew that by the end of the week he would be even better on my side, so that's why I went for it. And I needed music that I know. I don't want new music where I don't know where I'm going, because I haven't been able to have a run in music this year because of the shows I've had to do. So that was my choice. So I'm very happy. Next year I'm going to have a really good technical, even make it even more difficult, and a great music for next year. But that was a perfect way for him to finish. I was worried that the special was his best relaxation and I would be making him more nervous in this, but it didn't. So that's good. I'm going home in a good way.
Carl, the fact you've been together for such a short period of time, really, that is so exciting.
It's really exciting. I mean, as I said to Fiona, and as I've said this 100 times, it was love at first ride. I knew I'd get on with him. I knew I loved his personality. And I'm just, I can just feel the trust that I have for him and he has to me, because I did go in there not knowing what he was going to do, and and I pushed him out here a bit more today because I knew there was more in there in the special, and I didn't go for it because I didn't want to disturb it. And then I just thought, you've got nothing to lose today, get stuck in. If it hadn't been for that stupid blip in the extended trot, which was just me being greedy because he felt so lovely, so I thought I'd just do a little bit more at the end, paid the price. But otherwise that would have been, for me, where have I finished? Like 6th, I think, 6th or 7th. I mean, I could have been 5th or 6th if I could just. But everyone can say that, so I'm happy. There's nothing else for me to worry about, or I'm finishing the season in a really good way. And I didn't feel my best this morning. I felt groggy all day, and I didn't know whether I'd be able to ride like how I need to ride. But once you get on a horse like that, you just forget everything and get on with it. So all cool.
Nanna Skodborg Merrald, who took individual silver and team bronze for Denmark with Blue Horse Scepter earlier in the week, finished just off the podium in 4th.
I'm very happy with everything Scepter he did. He did everything he could, but it was a bit new for both of us to do the freestyle today. I could feel that in there. Also, we've been here for a week now. I could feel a little bit. He had a lot of energy, but still. You can just feel that the body starts to be empty now.
And Nanna as well, this has been quite a milestone year for you. First international senior medal as an individual earlier in this week. Can you sum up how this week's been?
It's been amazing. It's been more than I could ever dream about. So I'm really, really happy and satisfied with the whole week.
And just a word on your horse as well. You rode his sire at the Olympics, am I right in saying? Yes. And can you see him can you see his father in him?
Yes, definitely. They have super work attitude both, super mentality. They want to work and they want to fight for you in there, and that's why I really like the Stark Offsprings.
And I also caught up with Isabell Werth, 5th with DSP Contaz. What a performance, and what a degree of difficulty as well. Tell me, how did he feel in it?
No, I felt really, really secure and great. He was so focused, and I really could enjoy the whole ride. I was so happy, and he was also really positive with the applause at the end. There was just one little second where maybe he was a bit thinking, but then he was completely with me again. So I'm really, really happy, and never before he had 3 competitions. Really in this shape with this constancy and lightness. So I'm really happy with this week. I think we're on the right way.
He looks like he's really stepping up into being a championship horse.
It looks like. It looks like, and I'm really happy with it because there were a lot of doubts around, and I think now more and more he's proving and showing that the trust is that he sells for it, and I'm very, very proud of him.
And just a word on your pirouettes, that incredibly difficult, the Piaffe and Canter. I mean, what a horse and what a partnership to be able to pull something like that off.
Yeah, I think it's first of all it's a confidence, but on the other end is really that you need a horse on your back, and that he's really supple and waiting for that. And that was 1 year ago in Herning. He was still a bit insecure, but now he feels really secure and confident with it. And so yeah, that's the result now.
Sixth went to Sweden's Therese Nilshagen and Dante Valtino OLD, followed by Carl in 7th and Denmark's Casina Kasukruth in 8th.
Yeah, I grew up with this music in my teenager years and was a fan of boy bands, like I think many in my age. So I thought, let's do something fun. And I think also freestyle reflects a lot on the person riding. So I think you can really tell a story about who you are. So yeah, I tried to do that.
Cool. And how did she feel in there today? How are you feeling about your performance?
She was more relaxed, but I still had a little bit of a job to do. You can really feel the championship. It's been like a marathon of a championship. We were here already Sunday, so you can feel this is the last day. But she does everything I asked for, and she does it amazing, and I'm so happy.
Germany's Frederic Wandres was disappointed after making an error in his floor plan, but such was the quality of his test with Bluetooth OLD that the pair still scored 84.57% for 9th.
I had a brain stop and my own brain was stopping thinking. I don't know, I know the way, but yeah, I just said we are also only humans, no machines. The horse is not, and me also not. Of course it was absolutely not a horse mistake, it was completely on my side. I felt in the half pass, there is something not ideal here at this moment. I did it before, but then I was starting thinking, how can I fix it? But it's not easy to fix when you have a written down floor plan. So I was thinking, I know that I can do an additional movement somewhere, but to have to look for the space where to do it, because everything is like on time. And so I tried to do something like a half pass in the end. I don't know. Sorry for that. I just heard the result, which is still very, very good, and we only can imagine how high or how good the result would have been. But now it's like if it was completely my mistake, and it will never happen again.
And finally, a stallion whose mother and father were both previous European champions and who needs to be on your radar is Total Hope OLD, ridden by Norway's Isabelle Freese to freestyle 10th. Isabelle looked an absolutely super test in there. Tell me, how did it feel?
Oh, it felt great. It was a bit hot, but it felt really good. And I'm just so happy to come into the freestyle and be able to ride. And I'm really, really happy with my horse.
And it looks a huge improvement from Herning last year. Is that how it's been? What have you been working on?
Well, he is a breeding stallion, and it was maybe a little bit early, and he have 2 jobs, so. Well, we trained on that he trusts me more, that we get more relaxation into it, and the transition. Normally we train really much suppleness because he have very easy for the movements. Like when I warm up, I don't do any movements at all, just a couple of transition, and I really try to save his power for inside. And yeah, I think we come on to a good way, and we get more and more confidence from show to show. And of course, because he is a breeding stallion, we don't do so many shows, so we don't have, both of us, not so much experience. Normally we would need probably a couple more, but I mean the main thing is to keep him healthy and happy, and I think we did a good preparation for this show.
Head over to the Horse and Hound website for all the news from the European Championships. Don't forget to pick up Thursday's issue of the magazine for the full special report, and hit like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content.